In most clinical trials, a dosing delay is a logistical inconvenience. A shipment runs behind schedule, a buffer absorbs it, and the trial moves forward largely undisturbed. In CNS and neurology trials, that same delay carries far more weight. A missed visit window can mean restarting a titration schedule from week 1, erasing months of careful dose escalation that cannot simply be picked back up where it left off. The stakes are different, and so is the supply chain required to manage them. Most CNS protocols are not built around a single fixed dose. Many move through multi-step titration ladders with dose-level transitions that need to happen automatically and eventually taper toward discontinuation under strict protocol rules. Dose adjustments are frequently tied to body weight, symptom severity, or a clinician-rated scale, which means the system managing supply must react to clinical judgment, not just a calendar. Over the course of a single study, one patient may move through multiple kit types and multiple dose levels, and the kit a site dispenses at any given visit often depends on a decision made only minutes earlier, following a rater assessment or a tolerability check. Supply systems built around the assumption of one drug, one dose, and one fixed schedule were never designed for this kind of moving target. The complexity is compounded by how CNS trials are run on the ground. Many depend on specialized academic medical centers and a relatively small pool of trained raters, which means sites are often spread thinly across geographies, enrollment slow, and the people coordinating supply don't always share the same systems or timelines. A scheduling conflict, a missed assessment window, or a shipment that arrives a day late can ripple through an entire titration sequence in a way that one-time fixed-dose therapy would never experience. The ability to absorb these mid-study changes without losing a patient is a critical enabler, not an afterthought. On top of this, the blind must be preserved. Active comparators and placebo must match exactly in appearance, packaging, and handling, so dosing changes within a titration sequence never reveal treatment assignments to site staff or patients. CNS trials also tend to run long, often a year or more, and many, particularly in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, carry high screen failure rates that make enrollment slow and uneven from the start. They're also prone to high dropout once patients are enrolled. That means the system needs early warning alerts when a patient misses a visit or adherence starts to slip, and re-engagement workflows that get a caregiver or a site involved before that patient is lost to follow-up altogether. Drug accountability must flex with that reality too, handling partial returns, lost medication, and easy replacement without turning a missed dose into a protocol deviation. For patients supported by home health or remote dosing, that accountability extends beyond the site walls. Taken together, these factors make demand genuinely difficult to forecast. Oversupply wastes high-cost drug manufactured exact specifications. Undersupply, or patient loss to attrition, can take a patient out of the trial altogether. That's exactly where purpose-built RTSM changes the equation. Endpoint's platform manages titration logic directly within the trial workflow, including multi-step dose ladders, tapering, and weight or skill-based adjustments, updating kit assignment in real time as tolerability and response data come in, without ever exposing the blind. It also supports the variability CNS patients bring with them. Auto-adjusted visit windows, missed visit recalculation, protocol-driven pause and resume logic, and caregiver-initiated rescheduling, all built into the same system that's managing supply. Forecasting accounts for dose-level variability, expiry windows, and enrollment uncertainty, rather than a flat assumption. And it extends across multi-year maintenance phases, not just the next visit. Automated resupply triggers fire based on the actual visit outcomes rather than a fixed calendar, so site inventory stays matched to what each patient needs. And when a patient's engagement wavers, the system flags it early, supports re-engagement, and keeps drug accountability flexible enough to handle partial returns and replacements. So a lapse in adherence doesn't have to mean a lost patient. CNS and neurology research represents some of the most difficult sciences in clinical development today. The supply chain supporting it need to be just as advanced. At Endpoint, we built RTSM designed for where the industry is going, not just where it's been, giving sponsors and sites a system that mirrors the real complexity of CNS trials, rather than forcing them to work around it. Endpoint Clinical, RTSM that moves at the pace of innovation.